Okay, we're back on a different day. I did a ton of research, asked some questions, learned a few things, talked to aces. We're back. So, number one, the update issue. I formatted the USB device, which formatted it to like NTSF or something like that. According to aces, it needs to be formatted to, I think, 532. Something like that. Anyway, turns out that the USB device that I was using does not do 532, so I just went to Walmart, picked up a $5 USB device, and it seems to be working. So I will get you guys flipped around here real quick, and we will run through the handheld upgrade, the ECU upgrade, and a couple other things that I learned yesterday, some mistakes I made. So this will go pretty well, hopefully. We'll see. Okay, so we're going to start off with the update for the handheld. So basically, you plug in your USB drive, which I have in. I have it in right there. That big one, the small one, not so much. Don't bother with that one. The big one's just fine. So you're going to go to your Aces website. You're going to go download the newest handheld update. Don't mind that. That's just formatting the SanDisk. You go to the Aces, you download the handheld, whether it's the 2nd gen or the 3rd gen. I have the 3rd gen. You go, you download it. Then, once it's downloaded, you take this whole zip file. Do not unzip it. The whole thing. You're going to copy it onto your USB. Okay? The whole thing. Do not unzip it. And then you're going to eject. Safe to remove hardware. Okay? So we're going to go pull it out. Set the laptop down here just to get it out of the way. We will take our Aces adapter, plug it in.
Of course. One-handed. Then we're going to take our USB, plug the USB in. Okay, right? With you so far? Okay.
Ignition on. Blue light is lit up, so that's connected. Wait for this buzzing to go away. Man, I hate that buzzing. Fasten seatbelts, I get it. Then we're going to go up here. We're going to go to settings, handheld. Okay. You're going to select the file. This was the problem with the other one, is no matter what I did, I could not get that file to show up. So whether I unzipped it or zipped it, whatever, it doesn't matter. I could not get that file to show up. So now that the file showed up, click OK. It's going to delete everything, which is fine. I want to start all over again. So I'm not worried about all that. So we're going to start with the handheld update, and then we will go to the ECU update. There we go. And it's going. And we're going to sit while that's going. Let me talk to you about, let me move some of this stuff out of the way here. So, the PDM. I'm a dummy. I finally figured out what the issue was with the PDM and that fuel pump wire. Let me move my laptop down here. Get this light turned back on. Oh, Lord, that's bright. Okay, so this wire. This is the fuel pump. Well, it says it right here. fuel pump wire, right? In the fuse. And it even says plus on it. I ignored the plus like a dummy. This is a ground triggered PDM. So when I took the positive and put it in where the fuel pump goes, it turned on the fuel pump. If this wire was a ground trigger style wire, everything would have been fine. But because it's a power wire, technically that's supposed to go straight from here to the fuel pump. I didn't want to do it that way, so I ran a relay. I can go back and do it that way, but the biggest thing for me is, you see, I have 10 gauge wire going down to the fuel pump, and the relay is all 8 gauge or 12 gauge, I believe. So I figured just better current flow and all that good stuff. So I'm a dummy. Do not hook your fuel pump wire from your Killshot Fusion into the PDM. You're going to run this to the fuel pump itself. Don't be like me. Be smarter. And here we are with the new interface. So let me switch hands here. We're going to first of all click do not show this again. And then we're going to go to Killshot Fusion right here. Okay. And then we're going to hit OK. First time configuration, we're going to say yes. Imperial units. Air fuel, we're not using Lambda. Distributor type, it's an 8-cylinder. Cam, we're going to stay stock. We're going to have to go into just fuel flow, I think, but or the VE table for the fuel, but that's okay. Single O2 sensor, magnetic, because I'm running the Blackjack distributor. 4 injectors, 100 pound an hour injectors. 350 engine. Idle speed, 950. Save. Yes. Key off for 10 seconds. Huh, that's new.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Normally it says 5 seconds, but 10 seconds this time. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12.
Just to be that guy. That glare. So that's really cool. Before we do anything, we're going to go up here, settings, ECU upgrade. Yes. Yes. All recommended to save. We're not going to save anything. And then we hit start. Let it do its thing for a minute. I sat and I fought with this updating issue for a while, and Aces called me this morning because they couldn't figure out my fuel pump issue. So a tech called me this morning, and I said, well, I figured out the fuel pump. Oh, it just cycled. I figured out the fuel pump issue. It was the wire, you know. But I said, here's the deal. I can't seem to update the handheld. And 10 seconds. I can't seem to update the handheld. It just doesn't want to update. I can't get the file to load. And he said, well, if you formatted the USB drive to NTSF, it will never show. You want to do 532, I believe is what he said, or maybe 523. But either way, instead, I just got that. I was already out. I was going to Walmart. So I went and got that USB drive from Walmart for $5. Didn't format it. I just immediately copied it over, and everything seems to work. All right. Give me a few minutes, and I think I'm gonna set up a different camera here so I don't have to hold my phone. So now that this is done updating, we can go ahead and remove it. USB mount disconnected. Done. Okay, I'm gonna set up a camera and we'll be back. All right, I was gonna use the GoPro, but we'll just have to do it this way. For some reason, I can't get rid of the glare in the GoPro, so. Fancy, fancy. I already went and switched this back to the normal screen here. I'll deal with that later and switch it back to something way cooler, but for now, we're gonna go to tuning. We'll go to fuel. We are at 90% stock fuel table. I'm gonna drop that down because yesterday, like I said, it was pouring fuel. So let's go to fuel learn. I already disabled that when I was messing with the GoPro. Let's go to this. We will drop this down to 75. Okay. 75, save. Okay. Now, cranking ignition. I think I want this. We are going to bump this up to 25. We can go back and change all this later if you know, as we go. Idle ignition timing is 15. Let's just see what happens here. Let me get the garage door open. I'm trying to fix the issues that we had yesterday. Okay, so let's see what happens here. Ooh. Still doesn't want to idle. So let's do, I would like to change this. Let's try it. And I let off the fuel or let off the gas and it dies. So let it get some temperature. Oh, look at that, it's idling. Kinda. It started to idle. Let's... still smells rich. But it's not blowing out black smoke like a diesel anymore. It was bad yesterday. So we're doing better. I think we may still have to do some stuff here, but we're pretty close to the right AFR, so we got that going for us. Let's go and turn, what are we at right now for timing? 15? Let's go and turn that back down to 15. If I take my foot off the gas, well, it probably hasn't learned anything yet, but IAC position is at 173. By the way, my foot is on the pedal, keeping it running. And it still smells rich. Let me see if I take my foot off. Yeah. Yeah, still wants to die. So, what if tuning, idle, spark? Let's bump this back up to 20. Well, we'll bump it to 20. IAC just moved a little bit. I still think we could pull some fuel out of here. Let's go down to 50. That's my foot off the floor, off the gas. Foot is off the gas. Let's adjust the timing. Just let's check to 22. Seem to smooth out. What if I adjust it to 25? Oh, that did something. I'm waiting on the cooling fans to come on before I try to start adjusting the IAC. What if I give it some throttle here? Spit out the carb twice. Let's drop this back down to 20. Okay, give it some throttle. Oh, we got one fan on. No spitting out the carb that time. All right, let's go adjust the IAC. Fan 2 hasn't kicked on yet. There it is. Make sure that this thing starts cooling down, which it should. I've never had cooling issues with this. God, it still smells rich. There's no way I need to pull out this much fuel. 40. Yeah, okay, so we're going lean here now. So let's go up to 50 because we were spitting at 45, so let's go back up to 50. Hey, you know what? I did all this with fuel learn. Oh, that's all right. Reset TPS just because we can. All right. Well, filled up the tire. Went to go to the bathroom. Came out. Truck's dead. Sitting at 217 degrees. Fans aren't on. Fuel pump's not on. I don't know what happened here. But I guess that's what I get for leaving this unattended for a few minutes. Let's turn it off. Turn it back on. Fuel pump's kicking on. I got a ton of lights on the PDM, so all that's working. Fans are kicking on. Oh, and I got vacuum too. Perfect. I've been so worried about my vacuum brakes. Oh, never mind. They're still not great. Huh. That's weird. It just like tried to kick off. fans aren't on, and we're at something's funky going on here. Sorry, it's all shaky. It's just the rumbling of the engine. While we're letting this settle, why don't we listen to it? Oh, you guys haven't even seen a full view of the truck yet, have you? What is that? Why did it just surge? That's like the third time it's done that. Oh, and then look at this. Look at the IAC. What I need is I really need this tuned. Plain and simple, that's just what it comes down to, is I need this tuned. But can't quite afford that at the moment, so we just got to do what we can for now. Golly, this thing sounds good. It sounds better on the EFI than it ever did with the carburetor. And let me see that. What is that? I need the data log. That's what I should do, is data log that. This thing sounds way better. Sounds way better on the EFI than it ever did with the carburetor. I could not get this thing to run anywhere close to this good on a carburetor. We're going to let this sit. Let me run and I'm going to get you the cam specs for this. It's a Summit CT 101 cam. Oh. There you go. See, valve setting, intake, exhaust, 26 thousandths hot. I have it set at 20 thousandths cold. So it should be fine. But obviously I have one valve that just doesn't want to play ball. Or one what you call it, doesn't want to play ball. Alright guys, so what I'm going to do here is I'm going to do a bunch of research. Some more research. See what I can learn, what I can figure out. Stuff like that. I really want to take it on a drive, but with low vacuum, because this cam just does not, yeah. With the low vacuum, I won't be able to drive it, so I have no brakes. So I need to get a vacuum canister for this before I can drive it. But we can sit here and idle it. Anyway, if you haven't already, hopefully, you know, you liked, you subscribed, all that good stuff. That really goes a long way. Second attempt went far better than the first. The video was all screwed up. Everything was just screwed up. Going much better this time. So when we come back, we'll be on to the attempt number 3, and I think we will start really fine-tuning some stuff. I just need to get, like I said, the IAC. I had that down, I adjusted it, came back up, but I have that issue where it drops out and then comes back. So I need to figure some of that out. Injector pulse width, I'm assuming that's a little too low, but you know, the truck is also learning, so maybe that's what it is. I don't know. We'll find out when we come back here for another video. I appreciate y'all for watching. Sorry about the long videos, but that's just how I like it. I hate, you know, cut scenes every 10-15 seconds and something's been done. I like to do it. I like to watch videos where you can walk me through everything. That's just how I learn. So hopefully, this will help a lot of you out. And by the way, that's working. Anyway, hopefully this works for you guys. I'm sorry if it's too long. Either way, let me know. You like it, you don't like it. Have a good one, everybody.